I make a lot camping, and it always goes over well. I've taken it to potlucks. I'm in Sisters on the Fly. I've made it for a couple of our little get-together camping weekends. So, and then I'm going to throw together a side dish too. But this is mostly about the main recipe. Okay, so this is a 3-ingredient recipe. And the 3 ingredients are enchilada sauce. The recipe I'm going to make only calls for the smaller can, so I'll be using about half of this can. I'll save the rest. I do this recipe quite a bit. I might be doing it again this weekend. Okay, so enchilada sauce. Any kind of taquitos. I do like deli mix, and I like the street taco one because I love street tacos. I prefer corn tortillas over flour. You could pick any of the pre-made taquitos. You're going to want a box that has at least 18. This one has 20, so 18 to 20 taquitos. And a 10-ounce can of the enchilada sauce. And then the only other ingredient of the 3 is a good cheese, grated cheese. Monterey Jack works really good with this recipe, and that's the one I prefer. But I saw this, and I grabbed it today. So I'll be using the nacho and taco blend, which should go good. So what I'm making, what I call this recipe is Lazywoman's Enchiladas. I love enchiladas, and I just don't like the mess of making them all the time. This is a simple way. Okay, so anyways, I'm going to be using probably about half of this. Let's see if I can. So I'm going, if it was a 10-ounce size can, I would pour about 1/3 of the can in the bottom of the pan. So I'm just going to judge it for what it looks like because I've made it before. So I'm going to just, it's barely 1/8 of an inch of sauce in the bottom of my 9x13 pan. Okay, I'm going to turn this sideways. So what I'm going to do is take a taquito and roll it. And do that with every single one of them. Now these are frozen. These literally just came out of the freezer. I did try once to actually pre-cook these a little bit, and they ended up soggy. So you don't want to do that. These are frozen. They're not cooked. And I'm going to just roll each one. I'll get to where I stack them so I have room to roll here. And I'm going to use them all. This is a real easy dish to make for a football party, like a Super Bowl party. So see, I'm already, and sometimes it soaks up more. I'm already getting kind of low on the, I like them saucy. So I'm going to pour a little bit more. I make them like for Monday Night Football and playoff games. Which my husband's watching all that stuff right now. So I'm going to stack these for a minute. Just because they're kind of, I don't know if any of you remember, and Taco Bell brings them back every once in a while, but they're let's see, what do they call them? Enchiladitos. So they were like a burrito with enchilada sauce. I used to love those as a kid. So like I said, this is soaking it up. I'm going to put some more. It doesn't hurt because what's underneath the taquitos will bake into them from the bottom. So I'll be pouring more over the top, but anyways, get these last ones in there. Sometimes I have to put a few down the side. You just want to make sure they're coated good. So, okay, and then get rid of that crumb so it's prettier. I'll put a couple down the sides. I don't like to double stack them, but I think the last box of these I got was the 18. So these couple extra, guess I'll just put on the edges. There we go. I do want to pour a little bit more. Probably especially on those ones that are sticking out. There, I got it down in there. Okay, that works. Alright, now they're all one layer. Just had to push a little harder. I was going to say, I normally get the 18. I like to use about 2 cups of cheese, and that's what's in this packet, so I'll use the whole thing. Now, this is 3 ingredients, and that's all I'm going to do tonight for tonight's dinner. But you can put black olives, you can put diced green chilies, you can, and I have done this, put a can of refried beans, which I'm not real big on, or black beans underneath it, but I'm going to make a side dish with black beans, so you can do that. But this is literally the 3 ingredient recipe that I first saw, I want to say on Pinterest, a few years ago probably now. It could have even been through 2020 when all the people were staying home and cooking a lot more. So I'm going to use it all because it says 2 cups of cheese, and they're going to go in the oven. So dish number 2, I'm going to go ahead and spray this. Don't have a name for it. It's just a dish that I like to make because I like black beans and corn together. So I'm going to take a can of black beans, a can of super sweet corn, and some petite diced tomatoes. These aren't flavored. The Mexican ones are really good. This is what I had. So okay, I'm going to take 1 can of black beans. I'm going to drain them. 1 can of sweet corn. And I'm going to drain that too. Dump these in my bowl. Okay, got my corn and my black beans drained. 1 can of each. I'm going to do canned tomatoes. Again, like I said, I would have preferred the diced Mexican or Italian style. They're kind of my favorite. I'm not going to drain these. I'm going to pick some out first and just make sure it's not too juicy. I actually do want the juice though, but if it's too juicy I don't want all of it. So I'm going to use the whole can of these. I used a little over half a can of the tomato. I'm just going to mix it all up. Just so you know, this is also one of my, like a dip I make with cilantro and stuff with chips, just a cold dip. And I usually put a can of diced green chilies in it too. So, real simple. Okay. I'm going to add some seasoning to it. I'm going to add some wood-fired garlic. I'm out of my bourbon pepper. I'm waiting for Amazon to come. I was hoping it'd come today. I'm going to add some minced smoked onions. Not a lot. Dried onions. Instead of cutting up an onion just for this. It's the side dish, and it can't steal the show from the Lazywoman's Enchiladas, but I'm just going to give that all a mix. My side dish. So there's my black beans, sweet corn, and diced tomato side dish. And it's not, this is just going to have to warm thoroughly towards the end. So right now, I'm just going to set it up here on top of the oven. It'll start warming up, but it's not going to warm through or anything. I will put it in on the last 15 minutes. Okay, so those will be dinner tonight. I will take a picture when they come out of the oven, but super simple. Lazywoman's Enchiladas. with 3 ingredients, and my side dish has 3 ingredients. So corn, black beans, and tomatoes. So anyway, super simple dinner. It's after 4, and we'll be eating by 5 when John gets home. So bon appetit for now. I will get back on here and show the dish when it's done though. So I just took my 2 dishes out of the oven. It was exactly 40 minutes. It's 5 minutes to 5. We're ready to eat. And here is the Lazywoman's 3 ingredient enchiladas. I will post the recipe in the comments. And this is my side dish. It's also 3 ingredients. I'll post this one too. It's just my own concoction. So anyways, bon appetit. Enjoy. Bye for now. Bonus footage. And we're going to have it with some sour cream.